We are starting with the concept of interest. There is simple interest, and then there is compound interest. Now, first of all, what is the concept of interest? The concept is that if we are talking about a bank and a bank keeps money and it gives you a profit, which is called interest. Uh, and for example, you invest $100 in a bank, and then they say they will give you an interest of 5% per annum per year. That means let's calculate 5% of 100. Again, it's a concept of percentage, which is 5 over 100 into 100. That comes out to be $5. That means at the end of year one, you will be having your original amount that is known as the principal amount. You will be having this value, and you will also be having the interest value, that is $5. This is the interest. So at the end of the first year, you will be having $105. Now, in simple interest, we use the formula that is I is equals to P R T over 100. We use the simple formula. Can we use this formula over here? Yes, we can. The principal value in this case is $100. The rate of interest is 5% per annum, 5% per year per annum. And the time period is year, 1 year. Now focus on this. If it's per annum, if it's per year, then the time period also has to be in the same quantity. So it's necessary that these two quantities should match. If it's per year, it should be per year. If it's per month, it should be per month, and so on. So therefore, the value of simple interest is P, which is 100, R, which is 5, T, which is 1. This 100 is part of the formula. Basically, this 100 is for the percentage. So we just write it like this. These two hundreds will cancel out, and we get our value, which is $5. This is the same value. We got this using the basic concept. Now, what if I need the interest at the end of 2 years? So the principal amount will be 100. The rate would be 5. And now it will be 2 year, and 100 is part of the formula. So therefore, this comes out to be $10, which makes sense. Now, why is it simple interest? Because the interest that you are getting per year, interest per unit time, is fixed. It does not change. That means if the principal value is $100 and the rate is 5% per annum per year, and the interest at the end of 1 year is $5. This answer was $5. If the time period is 2 years, everything else is constant. This is another $5. So this is 5 plus 5, that is $10. And if I say that the time period is 3 years, you can very well guess that this would be 5 plus 5 plus 5, which will be $15, and so on. So therefore, the interest per unit time is fixed. That's how we do the calculation. Now, let me show you some basic questions regarding simple interest. So let's first get started with this. Now, let me pick this question over here. Now the question says, Ali had invested $2,500 at an annual rate of 6% simple interest. After 8 months, he withdraws all the money. How much does he receive? So when he withdraws all the money, first of all, keep in mind that this amount includes the principal plus the interest. So naturally, this amount will be more than $2,500. So what we will do is that we will use the formula I is equals to PRT over 100. Now the principal amount is $2,500. The rate of simple interest is 6% per annum per year. And the time period is 8 months. But make sure these two values are the same. This is year, this is 8 months. That means what we can do is that we can convert 8 months into 8 over 12 year. 8 out of 12 months, that is a year, which is 2/3 of a year. So let's do the calculation. I is equals to P. R is 2 over 3. Time is 6 divided by 100. I can say multiplication by 1 over 100. Now let's cancel off the two zeros over here. Let's cancel off 3 and 6. So this is 3 ones are, 3 twos are, and 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 25, that is $100. So $100 is the value of the interest. How much money will he withdraw? He will withdraw not only the principal amount, the original amount, he will also withdraw the interest. So that is 2,500 plus 100. That comes out to be $26. That's an exact answer. And this is a paper one question. So this is without a calculator. That's how this question is completed. That's the first one. Let me explain some more questions. And before that, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Till then, I'm looking for another question. This is another question, just one more question over here. For a second. Another simple question, which let me copy it for you, and you can try this out. Just grab your calculator. Actually, it's a paper one question, so no need of using a calculator. Now let's look at the simple question. The question says that find the simple interest on $450 for 18 months at 4% per year. Again, the working is straightforward. The principal amount, that is $450. And then the time period is 18 months. And the rate is 4% per year. Now make sure you write things in the proper order. So it's better that if I first write the value for principal amount, then the rate, then the time period, because the formula is I is equals to PRT over 100. All we have to do is to make sure that this is, since this is per year, the time period, 18 months is 18 divided by 12. That is 3 over 2 or 1.5. That is the time period in years. So let's do the calculation. That is 450. Rate is 4. Time period, I'm writing it as fraction because I'm not using a calculator. And division by 100 is multiplication by 1 over 100. So let's carry out the working. This 0 and this 0 cancels off. And then what we can do is that 5 2s are 10, 5 9s are 45. And then this 2 and this 2 is 4. it cancels off with this 4. So therefore, 9 into 3, that is $27. That is the value of the interest. Now, again, go up and double check. What are they asking for? They are simply asking for the simple interest. So that is $27. If, for example, they would have asked for the total amount in bank or whatever savings institution that is at the end of 18 months, if they would have asked for this, then the answer would be 450 plus 27. That comes out to be $477 if they would have asked for the total amount. So that is the basic idea of simple interest. Now, let's focus on the next idea that is also interest related, which is called compound interest. Now, first of all, let's talk about I'm investing $100 and each year I'll be getting a 10% compound interest. What do we mean by compound interest? Let's calculate this. So what we do is that 10% of $100, that is 10 over 100 of $100. That comes out to be $10. That means at the end of year 1, I have in the bank 100 plus 10, that comes out to be $110. Now, next year, what is happening? That the compound interest will be on $110. So 10% of $110, which is the amount at the end of year 1. So now this is different from simple interest. Why? Because in simple interest, this value was fixed. That was $5, $5, and so on. $5 each year, that was fixed. But over here, this value will slightly change, but definitely it will change. So 10% of 110, that comes out to be $11. Therefore, at the end of year 2, the person will have $110 plus $11, which is $121 in the bank. Now, next year, what will happen? 10% of $121. That is 10 over 100 multiplying with 121. That comes out to be $12.1. Therefore, at the end of year 3, the person will have 121, this amount, plus 12.1, which comes out to be $133.1 in the bank. That means if I write it like this, year 1, and then year 2, and then year 3, and so on. So this is $100. And actually, at the end of year 1, $100 became 110, and then it became 121, and then it became how much? $33.1. Now, if I do a simple calculation, let me take 121, let me divide by 110. So grab your calculator and divide 121 divided by 110, that is 1.1. Similarly, let's divide 133.1 divided by 121. So 133.1 divided by 121, that is also 1.1. That means there is a constant factor that is multiplying. So because of that 10% compound interest, we are multiplying with 1.1, we are multiplying with 1.1. What is happening over here? This 1 is the original value. Just like in percentage, 100 is the original value. In fractions, 1 is the original value. And then 10%, we can convert percent into fractions by dividing by 100. So 10% compound interest is basically 10 over 100, which is 0.1. Now, are you getting it? What am I doing? I'm taking this one, I'm adding it to 0.1. So 1 plus 0.1, that is coming out to be 1.1. That is the compounding that is happening. So let me go over it once again. Compound interest, $100. I just took the percentage. This comes out to be $10. Original plus 10, that is 110. But now in the next year, what is happening? In the next year, what we are doing is that we are taking this value from the last year and then taking the percentage. Again, we are taking this value from the last year and then we are taking the percentage, and this is coming out to be this amount that is added to this, and that is $133.1. And then we did an analysis, and that analysis is what? That is that we are talking about year one value, multiply it with 1.1. What is this 1.1? That is the original value plus the percentage. I can also say it like this. The original value is 100. The percentage is 10. 100% plus 10%, that is 110%. 110% is 110 over 100, which is 1.1. So the factor is 1.1. That is what is happening over here. That is, we are multiplying with this thing, and that's how the other values are coming around. Now, is everyone clear on this? So let me just pause the recording for a moment. Now let's look at the syllabus. What's the formula that they have given? Now, this is the part of the syllabus that we are dealing with. We are dealing with this personal and small business finance. Use given data to solve problems on personal and small business finance involving earnings, simple interest, and compound interest. Basic earning kind of question, rate type of question that we have done and we'll be doing. Now, what does it include? It includes discount, profit and loss. Knowledge of compound interest formula given below is required. Now, this is the formula that we need. That is the value of investment equals to P is equals to 1 plus R over 100 in. So this is P. Actually, P is the principal value, the value of investment, the interest. That is what they mean by the compound interest. That is equals to P 1 plus R over 100 raised to power of N, where P, it also is explaining that, where P is the amount invested, the principal amount. R is the percentage rate of interest, that's the same as in the simple interest formula. And N is the number of years of compound interest. Now, let's go and apply this formula over here. As we have done over here, that means $100 value thing at the end of 3 years is becoming 133. Let's see. Now we are using this formula. So now the compound interest formula, that is the value of investment, that equals to P bracket 1 plus R over 100 raised to power of N. Now I have invested $100. The rate of investment is 10%. And the number of years is 3 years. This is 10% per annum per year. Now, I can simply use this formula, compound interest equals to P, which is 100. 1 plus R is 1 plus 10 over 100. 100 is part of the formula. Just have a look. there is the 100 over here, and this is R. So this is R. This is actually R is the time period. In this case, N is the time period. And this is R, and this is the principal value. And the time period over here is 3 years. So this is 100. This is 1. This is 0.1 raised to power of 3. That is 100 into 1.1 raised to power of 3. Now grab your calculator, multiply it out, 1.1 multiply by itself 3 times, multiplying the $33.1. Now keep in mind, this value, it includes the original, the principal value, as well as the compound interest value. That is why they are calling it the value of investment. So this is using the compound interest formula, but it's inclusive of this thing. Whereas the simple interest formula that we use, that only gives us the interest. Now let's do a comparative study between simple interest and compound interest. So simple interest, compound interest. Let's see the difference between the two. Now let me just grab this and let's push it over here, and let me push it at this corner. Now, when we are talking about the terminology, we use the symbol and the what does it stand for? So the symbol P stands for the principal amount, the original amount that is invested. And then let's use T as the symbol for time period. We can use T, we can also use N, both are acceptable. And then let me take this down. We can use the symbol R for the rate of interest. Now, if this is per year, the time period should be in years. If this is per month, time period should be in months, and so on. And the formula for simple interest is, it's only for the interest. That is this value. That is P R T over 100. There is the formula for compound interest. That is the value of investment. So value of investment, that includes the principal value plus the compound interest value. That equals to P multiplying with 1 plus R over 100 raised to power of T. I have initially used the symbol N. So I can use N, I can use T, it doesn't make a difference. Let's keep it the same. So let me use the symbol T over here. That is the difference between the two. Now let's try out some questions that involve the concept of compound interest. So let me grab something from here. And let's look at this exercise. Okay, I'm just looking for the question over here. Usually they are simple interest one. Okay, now this is the one. Now the question says, the person Anya has $3,000 to invest in a saving accounts for 3 years. She can choose from these two accounts. So the first option is account A. The second option is account B. Now, what is account A? Year 1, 1.1 interest. Year 2, 1.2% interest added to the end of year 1 total. So this is a form of a special form of a compound interest according to this instruction. Year 3, 1.4% interest added to the end of year 2 total. What about account B? Fixed rate of compound interest 1.3% per year. Now, the question says she chooses the account that will give her more money at the end of the 3 years. Decide which account should she choose and then find the amount she will have in an account at the end of 3 years. Now, first of all, let's talk about account A. So if we talk about account A, how much is she investing? $3,000 and for 3 years. So first of all, the principal amount is $3,000. At the end of year 1, she will be receiving 1.1% interest. So therefore, $3,000, 1.1% of $3,000. So let's multiply it with 3,000. And therefore, this value is coming out to be 1.1 into 3,000. This is coming out to be $33. Now, at the end of year 1, she will have 3,000 plus 33. That comes out to be $3,033. Now, it says 1.2% interest added to the end of year 1 total. So therefore, at the end of year 2, how much? 1.2% interest. So 1.2% of, that means multiplication of $3,033. So 1.2 into 3,033 divided by 100. Now, this is a paper 1 question. This is coming out to be $36.396. Therefore, end of year 2, that is year 1 over here, this is year 2. That is 3,033 plus 36.396. Let me add it. This comes out to be $3,069.396. Don't worry about accuracy. I'm just using the exact value. Now, what is happening in year 3? How much interest is being charged? Now, 1.4% interest added to end of year 2 total. So 1.4% interest. So therefore, 1.4% of means multiplication 3,069.396. Let me multiply it with this value. That comes out to be 429. Let me just double check one thing. This is 0.14. Let me just do the calculation properly. So this is 1.4 divided by 100 into 3,069.396. That is 42.97. $42.97. Now I have rounded off the value. Therefore, end of year 3 will be 3,069.396 plus 42.97. Let me add this value. 42.97 plus 3,069.396. This comes out to be 3,112.366, which can be written as $3,112.37. This is under the option of account A. That is the amount that will be earned. Now, let's focus on the other option, that is account B over here. Account B is simple usage of compound angle formula. So value of investment, that equals to P 1 plus R over 100 raised to power of N or raised to power of T. So what is P? That is $3,000. No need to write the unit over here. 1 is 1, R is a fixed value of 1.3%. So that is 1.3 over 100 raised to power of 3. And I think it's again for 3 years. Yes, it's for 3 years. So 3,000 is over here. Let me add this value, which is 1.3 divided by 100. Add 1 to it. This is 1.013 raised to power of 3. So multiplying with itself 3 times and then multiplying with $3,000, this comes out to be $3,118.53. This is the option for account B. This is how much will be earned. So 3,118 versus 3,112. So therefore, this option is better because this is more fruitful as she is getting more money in this particular account. So that's how this particular question is completed. Now let's look at this question. The question says that Tim invests $2,500 in a bank paying simple interest at 2.3% per year. What's the total amount of money in the bank at the end of 4 years for 2 marks? First of all, let's look at the formula. So the formula is over here. This is the formula for simple interest. Let me highlight it. So this is simple interest, and this one is compound interest. Now we have to use the simple interest formula over here. So therefore, I is equals to P or T over 100. P is 2,500, R is 2.3% per year, and the time period is 4 years divided by 100. So this is a paper 2 question. I can use the calculator. 25 into 2.3 into 4, that comes out to be $230. That is the interest. Therefore, the total amount is 2,500 plus 230. That comes out to be $2,730. That is the total amount in the bank. Now let's look at the second part. The second part says that there is a tablet for $750. Chris buys the tablet using the finance offer. How much more does he pay than if he had paid $750 for it? So if he would have paid right up front, he would have paid $750. But he is using the finance offer. What is the finance offer? The finance offer is pay 15% of $750 as a deposit. So that is 15 over 100 into 750. So let me multiply it out. That is 1.5 into 75. I did the calculation mentally. I cancelled off the zeros. This comes out to be $112.5. That is the deposit. And then 36 monthly payments of 25. So 36 into 25. Let's multiply. 36 into 25. That is $900. This is in installments. If I add these two, what do I get? So 900 plus 112.5, that comes out to be $1,012.5. And upfront would be $750. So therefore, the difference is $1,012.5 minus $750. So subtract $750 from it. This comes out to be $262.5. This is how much extra more that he had paid for it. Now this question is completed. Let's move to the next page. Now the question says, this person, Levin, buys some sweets, pens, paper at a local shop. The shop is offering 20% discount on all items. This is her receipt. Items and prices. And first thing is 0.3 kg of sweets at 15.5 per kg. Then the second one, 6 pence at X dollar per pen. Third one, that is paper, that's a fixed value. Total before discount, that is Y. And total after discount, that is 32.40. Find these missing values. What are the missing values? The first one is W. The second one is this value, that is X over here. The third one is this value, which is Z. The fourth one is this value, which is Y. And the fifth one is this value, which is actually unknown, which is known actually. So now, first of all, let's do the working in which let's use this 20% discount option. This is before discount, this is after discount. So let's focus on this. After, this is talking about discount. That means if the original value is 100 after a 20% discount, this will become 80. If the original value is Y, this is 32.40. So let's cross multiply like this and like this. So therefore, Y into 80 is 32.40 into 100. Let's make Y the subject. That is 3240 after multiplication by 100 divided by 80. That comes out to be $40.50. That is the value of Y. So this Y is done. Now, what we do is that this is simple calculation. 0.3 and 15.5. So W is 0.3 multiplying with 15.5. Because the rate multiplied with number of kilos will give you the amount. So 0.3 into 15.5 comes out to be $7.75. That is the value of W. This also found. Now we know that Y is 40.50. So therefore, W plus 4.5 plus Z. So W plus 4.5 plus Z, that is equaling to 40.5. Now, how much is W? 7.75. So W is 7.75. So therefore, 7.75 plus 4.5, that is 12.25. 12.25 plus Z is equals to 40.50. Therefore, Z is 40.50 minus 12.25. Let's do the subtraction. This comes out to be $28.25. That's the value of Z. So Z is 28.25 and Y is 40.50. Dollars. What is X? 6 pence at X dollars per pen, that is 4.5. So in other words, 6X is 4.50. Therefore, X comes out to be 4.50 divided by 6. So 4.5 divided by 6, that comes out to be $0.75 per pen. That is the value of X. And what is W? W is $7.75. So we found everything. So this is about simple interest, compound interest, and everyday finance. So these are the kind of questions that we have